When I was a kid, and that's a long time ago, my mother made it her mission to have the modern Christmas tree. So, of course, we went from a pink tree, flocked pink tree, to a white tree, and then we had the tinsel tree with the color wheel, which we thought was awful. But my mom's thing was Christmas. She planned it, you know. We knew where we were going. We were going to go eat with our grandparents. It was wonderful. For her, it didn't matter that the tree was tinsel. Underneath the tree was our manger. And we used to argue about whether the baby should be in the manger before Christmas. And I'd take it out the manger, and my sister would put it back in the manger, and I'd take it out. And then I'd come back, and it would be there again. So I stopped doing that, but I knew that to my mother, it was important to have that silver tree with the weird wheel, but the manger was important to her. So when I was about 12, that was my first, I think, really special Christmas and tied together with what it was really about. I had a neighbor that made ceramics, and she taught me, and I made my mother an entire manger set out of porcelain. And my dad built the creche for me. So for us, and for me, I think that's when I really hooked together. It didn't matter about the silver tree and the color wheel. It was more about the manger and what was going to happen in the manger. I've always loved Christmas. I like holidays. I like family. I like tradition. So my mom really nurtured that because Daddy was a public service bus driver. And for a lot of Christmases, our Christmas might occur a day before, a different night, but always we wouldn't open anything till my daddy was there. So they made it special for us. They really did, always. And then as I got older, you know that song that Dolly Parton does about the hard candy Christmas? Well, Christmas isn't always lollipops and roses. It really isn't. In 1985, we lost our home to a flood associated with a hurricane. Yay, Hurricane Juan. We lived down in Marrero, and I really had never seen 2.5 feet of water in a house before. But the spirit of Christmas took care of that. We lost everything we owned. My kids were fine. I was fine. My sister and brother-in-law opened the doors to their home, and we lived with them for 4 months, right through Christmas, because the hurricane was at Halloween. It was one of the late ones. And there was no room at the inn at my house because it was flooded, but they made room for us, and it was great. It was great. My kids got to see that. My kids were small. My kids were 4 and 14. So they got to see kind of what that meaning really was. I lost my mother a couple months after the Christmas of '88. And '88's Christmas was the first time ever my mother wasn't at the table. She was in the hospital. She was really sick. And we knew she wasn't going to make it. So for the first time ever, I had to sit at the head of the table as the oldest, and because my dad was at the hospital with her. And I didn't like that, but it dawned on me then that every Christmas season could be a different season. And then the 80s weren't great for us because in '89, my mother died, and then my dad passed away in '12. So those Christmas seasons in between became invaluable because we still had Daddy. And so for us, we still had the family. I know the kids look for presents. I get it. But the best present they get every year is that they understand we are family no matter who has gone away or died or passed away and who's left. And it's a really strange place to sit now, knowing that I'm the oldest of the whole family. And I cherish their time. When they ask me what I want for Christmas, I say, your time. And you know, the boys grumble and the kids don't get it. But I think that's what Jesus and God are teaching us about Christmas, that it's truly about your family, the family God gave you, whether it's your natural parents, your grandparents, your aunts and uncles, your neighbor that might watch you every day after school. All these people are your family, and you should celebrate that at Christmas because that's His gift to you, your family.